parked in the West lot now have an easier way to walk into school.
The DHS Quiz Bowl is showing their knowledge.
And a tight game ended off Davidson football's regular season. DTV News starts right now. Last Friday, the Davidson football team had a tough match against one of the team's biggest rivals. Good afternoon, Davison.
Dresden has the highlights from the game that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. Dresden?
Thanks, Trent. Let's not waste any time. Starting off, you can see that number 13, Micah Kemp, receives the ball, and without much other option, he turns on those jets and runs it, dodging and weaving around players like it's nothing at all, and taking it from the 7-yard line all the way to the opposite end zone, and giving the Cards their first touchdown of the game. And you can see he is absolutely pumped right there. Next, if you look closely, you can see number 9, Sawyer Glennie, get the ball and throw it off his back foot into the end zone where Jackson Clark came down with it. And you can see that he is even busting a move on the field. And as we move into the third, Sawyer Glennie passes the ball up to Braylon Naves in the end zone where he catches it, securing another touchdown for the Cards. And finally, in the fourth quarter, you can see that there's a big pileup in the center of the field, but A.J. Hill snatches the ball out and runs it up and slowing down and speeding up again, taking it to the end zone, scoring the Cards a touchdown. Davidson ended up winning this nail-biter with a final score of 56-55. We'll have more info on how to watch this Friday's game later in sports. I'll send things back to the anchors at the desk.
If you park in the senior lot, you will no longer need to go around the parking lot because the west entrance is officially open. This is now the main entrance to the school. If you arrive late to school, you will need to go through the west entrance and check in with the new attendance office. Parents entering the school will also have to come in through this entrance to check in with security.
Quiz Bowl quizzed out last Wednesday. The DHS Quiz Bowl teams competed last Wednesday, October 18th, and swept the meet. Each team won all 3 of their meets. Congrats. The marching band got a third place with a score of 92.4 at Saturday's competition at Brandon. This was their second and final competition this year. They are still discussing it, but you may be able to catch them performing again this Friday at the playoff football game between Lapeer and Davidson right here at home.
The Davidson Community Schools Transportation Department is hosting a toy drive through in November. The traveling library bus has been traveling across Davidson, collecting toy donations to be given to Outreach East. This Wednesday, the bus will be parked at Honda Intermediate from 1:30 to 4:30 in the parent parking lot. The next location will be at Gates Elementary on November 8th. All toy donations must be new and unwrapped. This Tuesday, the 24th, is the last day to sign up for AP testing. Students can sign up in the guidance office. Make sure to sign up if you plan on taking any AP tests in the spring.
Clubs can give you lots of ways to have fun after school. On Tuesday, Bible Club will meet in room 267 from 2:45 to 3:45. Wednesday, there is a guitar club meeting until 3:30 in Mr. Belpre's room 257. You can leave your instruments in his room during the school day. Also, on that Wednesday is the Environmental Club meeting in room 344 after school until 3:30. Have fun over the next couple of days.
Coming up, the Davidson football team is far from done and has a rematch this Friday. Dresden has what you need to know in sports.
And in weather, Chris has the scoop on the frosty weather this morning.
He's always late. Better have a good reason.
I'm here! I'm here!
Wow, you're late, and you're wearing the same costume as me. Nice.
Well, I was in a rush. I had to do something.
Whatever. Where are we going, anyway?
Well.
Backman, sorry I'm late. I got caught in traffic. Who's this?
Wait, you don't know him? Neither do I.
Stay safe this Halloween. Here are some tips to avoid trouble tonight. Make sure to know your route. Have a set start and stop time. Know who you are going with. Stick to a familiar path. Wear reflective clothing. And make sure to inspect your candy before eating it. And most importantly, have a happy Halloween.
I got Jimmy Collins on the slam.
Welcome back to sports. The Cards football team is set up to take on the Lapeer Lightning for the first round of playoffs. After last Friday's battle, you can be sure this is a game you won't want to miss. All of the action will be right here at home in the Cardinal Stadium. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock this Friday night. And if you can't make it out, DTV will be broadcasting the game coverage. However, because MHSAA owns the rights for the playoffs, we're only going to be allowed to stream on the NFHS network. You do need a subscription to watch on there. Tickets will be available on the GoFan site later in the week. Punch cards and other passes will not and cannot be accepted. A big congrats to the varsity girls cross-country team for getting its first ever conference championship win last week. Next up for the Lady Cards will be the regional meet this Saturday, October 28th. The meet will be at Holly. There will be teams from the local area and several from the Ann Arbor area. The varsity cross-country boys also ran on top of the SVL League. Great job to all of our Cardinal runners. Last Thursday, the girls swim team finished their regular season meet. The girls pulled off another win against the Powers Catholic Chargers, ending their season with a 13-2 record. The 5 seniors were honored during the meet along with seniors from Powers. Those Cardinal seniors were Emerson Irway, Maddie Flynn, Maddie Hawley, Faith Tiggert, and Lauren Auger. Before each meet, Lauren has something she absolutely has to do.
Before every meet, I always have to have caffeine. My swim coach hates it, but I've done it every meet, and it's not going to stop me. So I have caffeine, and I always have to jump around and, get myself hyped up, get my muscles awake, and just lock in.
Congrats on a record-breaking season, ladies. Next up will be the Saginaw Valley League meet. If you're interested in playing softball this spring, there will be a brief meeting this Wednesday. It'll be after school at 2:45 p.m. in Mr. Pizzala's room, 253. If you have any questions at all, please see Mr. Pizzala. It's almost time for winter sports. We have a look at the upcoming tryout schedule. This coming Monday, October 30th, will be ice hockey tryouts. They'll be from 4 until 5:30 at the Dordt Federal Event Center. Up next will be the competitive cheer tryouts. When we come back from intersession, they'll be from 4 until 6 on Monday, November 6th at Central Elementary's gym. Now let's take a look at where our Cardinal athletes will be this week. The varsity volleyball squad has a game against Lapeer tomorrow at 7 here at home. And then to end off the week, we have our first playoff game against Lapeer Lightning once again on Friday. Kickoff is at 7 right here at home at Cardinal Stadium. Chris, it was very cold this morning. Are there going to be temps this morning going to stay?
Well, Dresden, to put it as best as I can, frosty today, 70s tomorrow. Good afternoon, Davison. Let's get right into your weather. I'll get to your 4-day in just a second, but I want to talk about the temps this morning first. Weather Stem clocked our lowest temp today, 30 degrees Fahrenheit at 7:40 p.m. today. We can already tell fall's coming in. Fall temperatures absolutely going to be here to stay for now. But let's get into your 4-day forecast. Starting on Monday, high 56, low 47, and it's going to warm up into Tuesday, high 74, low 59. Now starting on Wednesday, we are going to see some showers, starting at 62% chance, starting at 8 a.m. that day. Precipitation chances are going to hover from the upper teens to around the mid-20s until Thursday, where again it's going to spike 59% precipitation from 3 a.m. till 8 a.m. As we can see, warm up through the week, but unfortunately it isn't going to stay very dry. Now, if we take a look at our radar, we do see a lot of, wrong way. We do see a lot of nasty weather over Wisconsin and northern Michigan right now, and we can see a little bit of blue in this blob here, which means that northern Michigan is going to see their first bout of snow of the season. It is, however, important to note that this is not the system that's going to be hitting us on Wednesday. That system, as best as I can tell, is going to be starting kind of lower around here in the Kansas City area. Now, if we take a look outside, we can already see these beautiful fall colors starting to come in. Obvious signs that fall's here, as well as the current temps outside. It's 50 degrees outside, winds south-southwest at 8 miles per hour, about 72% humidity. Get all your warm clothes, fleece vests, sweaters, puffer jackets, what have you. Get them in your wardrobe and just stay warm. I'll go ahead and toss things back to Trent on the desk.
If you want to catch the latest news in and around Davison, check out our website, dtvnews.org. There you will find links to our social media pages, our live newscast link, and even news that isn't featured in our newscasts. You can also find many other articles on news, sports, and student life. Again, find us at dtvnews.org. Ending the official football season 9-0 was awesome, but last week's game was a nail-biter. What did you guys think of it?
It was a thriller the whole way through. I absolutely loved watching it all the way to the very end. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I'm sure everybody else here can attest to that.
For sure. I had the privilege to be outside on the sidelines for the second half, and at first I was dreading the cold and the rain, but this adrenaline rush went right through me, and it was amazing for that whole second half. I loved watching the game and even filming it.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I was up there with the announcers in the press box hearing everything they had to say, and it was perfect. Everything was going great for the Cards, back and forth it was, and it was a pretty nice game. Well, that's it from us here at DTV. We hope you have a great day, and stay classy, Cards.